Russia dive bombs Kyiv with kamikaze drones. Russia has hit Ukraine with a wave of attacks, dive bombing the capital, Kyiv, with what appear to be Iranian-made kamikaze drones. Critical infrastructure was hit in the Kyiv, Dnipro and Sumy regions, with electricity cut in hundreds of towns and villages, the government says. At least 8 people were killed, 4 in Kyiv and 4 in Sumy. Calls have mounted for sanctions on Iran, which continues to deny supplying drones to the Russian military. A week ago, the Ukrainian capital was hit by Russian missiles at rush hour, part of nationwide attacks which left 19 dead. In the latest attack, starting at around 3:30 Greenwich Mean Time, 28 drones targeted the capital but only 5 hit targets, according to the mayor, Vitaliy Klitschko. The city reverberated to the rattle of gunfire as anti-aircraft batteries frantically tried to shoot them down. Video on social media appeared to show one interception. In the Shevchenkivsky district, rescuers searched for survivors in the ruins of a block of flats that partially collapsed after one attack. The street was cordoned off as dozens of firefighters and emergency staff worked at the scene. Among the 4 people killed in the district was a pregnant woman. Across the street from the ruined building, the offices of Ukraine's energy company were also hit. The facility was probably the intended target of the strike. Mayor Klitschko described the attacks as a genocide of the Ukrainian people, saying, "The Russians need a Ukraine without Ukrainians." The city authorities, he added, were expecting air defense systems to be delivered soon to protect the capital from further drone attacks. "The enemy can attack our cities, but it won't be able to break us," said President Volodymyr Zelensky, describing the attacks as terrorizing the civilian population. Despite an appeal from the mayor for people to seek shelter, the city's streets were far from deserted. Between 2 sets of strikes, plenty of people could be seen going about their business. A Reuters news agency journalist reported seeing fragments of a drone used in the attack that bore the words, "For Belgorod." The Russian border city of Belgorod has been hit several times since Russia invaded Ukraine. Moscow blames Kyiv for the attacks. Russian President Vladimir Putin said last week's strikes were in retaliation for the bombing of a key bridge linking Russia to occupied Crimea, which he blamed on Ukraine. It was the first time during the war that the center of Kyiv had been directly targeted. Earlier this week, Mr. Putin said there was no need for more large-scale strikes on Ukraine. Most designated targets had been hit, he said, adding that it was not his aim to destroy the country. Russia has increased the use of combat drones in Ukraine as it seeks to avoid using long-range precision missions.